do my best card trick that I know, bet. I got 4 aces, and we're going to use all 4 of these aces in this trick. What we're going to do is we're going to start by putting them into random points in the deck. We want them random. We don't want them in the same spot, and that's because for a brief second, these cards are going to be out of my control, all right? I don't want them into my control at all, but what I do want is to actually be able to give these cards a couple of shuffles and a couple of mix-ups. While I do this, I'm even going to give them some standard casino-grade riffle shuffles, and I'll even give them some cuts, make sure that everybody's nice and mixed up. I'll even give them a few more cuts just to make sure that everybody's nice and happy, even though the internet never fucking is. But then I'm going to do what most casinos use as a preventative measure for card cheating, which is to shuffle cards face up into face down. Now this is going to set the cards apart from any other order that they might be able to be put into, because when I square up the cards, now you're going to see that these guys are actually in an order that I don't exactly enjoy, for obvious reasons. The obvious reason being just the overall layout of these cards. You can see that these are going to run in a way that not very preferable. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to give these guys a few more cuts, and then when I'm done with those cuts, I'm actually going to follow that up by showing you that these cards truly are running in a chaotic state. You got front to back, you look back to front, which will probably mean that the rest of the cards will be like front to front, back to back. It's a jumbled up mess, right? However, what we can do too is we can actually now say that 3 things are 100% certain. The first thing is that after all those shuffles, cuts, and mixings that I did, the 4 aces are now 100% side by side. The second thing is that those aces are now in the center of the deck. And the third thing is to make it easy for you to see, I've actually straightened out every other card in this deck except for the 4 aces. Thanks so much. Hit those buttons.